Hey, yo, what is good, my legendary bees? It is your boy Nate. It is officially Thursday, November 20th at 7:05 a.m. And we could say that my current mood is relatively apathetic. I don't really feel a strong pull to one direction or another. I don't feel intense anger like I usually would, and I don't feel intense joy like some other days. It's just a middle ground calm, you know? And I'd like to take this time out to say, welcome back to this week's Yapping, where we take the time out to chill, shoot the breeze, and just generally vibe out while I talk about random inane nonsense while you guys do whatever you're going to do in the background. And I'm going to try to play around with uploading this at an earlier time because something tells me that this is something that you guys need during the morning time or earlier on in the day so you can actually listen to it throughout the day like a podcast or some shit. Or for those people that are going to work or for those people that are going to school, something tells me that you guys could use something to be in the background while you're doing work, you know? So with that being said, let's just jump straight into the headlines. So I'm pretty sure you guys have seen that the Epstein files have been voted on in Congress to be released. I don't really have much to say about that, honestly, other than it's about damn time. The world has been going so fucking crazy recently, and it feels like it's kind of healing realistically because it feels like we're reaching some kind of semblance of normalcy again, where we all have integrity and a fucking moral compass, and we can all vehemently agree that, yeah, there's no fucking way that we're gonna let the people that have done the things that they've done on Epstein's Island fucking get away with that shit. Hell no. I don't give a flying fuck whether the person on Epstein's Island was a Democrat, Republican, a fucking libertarian. I don't give a shit what their political affiliation is or their goddamn religious beliefs. I want them buried underneath the prison because we can all agree that children are fucking off limits. I don't give a shit what you do politically, but kids are off limits. Now, do I believe that the people that actually are in control of this country are actually going to let those fucking Epstein files be released? Hell no, not by a long shot. I mean, come on, this is a country that is completely owned by the upper elites, like fucking JP Morgan and Chase and fucking Coca-Cola and Disney and all those other fucking companies. It's just the illusion of choice, and this country was bought and sold a long ass time ago. They're gonna do something to those fucking files to where they can't be recovered, or they're gonna fucking misplace something, or they're gonna just pull a bitch move at the last minute and then censor everybody's names. It's gonna look like a fucking Rorschach test with all the black ink that's gonna be on the goddamn pages. Why? Because it's a bitch move and they're nothing but bitches, so they're gonna pull a bitch move. But did you see the one dude that fucking voted against releasing the Epstein files? Yo, somebody go to this nigga's house and check that motherfucker's hard drive. FBI, do an investigation on that nigga specifically, because that nigga got kitty porn on his fucking computer. I know for a fact this nigga does. How can you be against the release of a bill that lists all pedophiles without sounding yourself like a pedophile? I don't fucking know his name, and I doubt, you know what, I'm gonna go fucking Google it. Give me 2 seconds. Clay Higgins. He sounds like a fucking child molester. Look at his fucking hard drives. Check his goddamn hard drives, because that motherfucker is creepy as shit. How the hell are you going to sit there with your whole ass chest and think that you're not going to get questioned for why you don't want the Epstein files released? That's fucking creepy as shit. And while we have this whole fucking Epstein shit going on, can we fucking introduce some kind of fucking policy into legislation where government officials cannot fucking participate in the stock market? Can we fucking do that, please? Can we get that shit done by now? Because 90% of the problems that we have going on in this country and 90% of the financial troubles that we're having is mostly due to the fact that most of these fucking politicians are in cahoots in the stock market, and they're fucking screwing shit up in the background by making fucking holds and calls on a bunch of different fucking stocks that they know that they're affecting with the policies that they fucking vote into play. Like, that is not fair. That is literally like putting your hand on the fucking scale in a fucking roulette table, and all of a sudden now you can fucking bet on who's gonna lose, even though you were the one with their hand on the fucking scale. Like, that's stupid as shit. But a lofty man can dream, and I know that's not even gonna fucking be entertained for a second, because this country is basically made out of a bunch of pussies that aren't gonna actually question their leader or authorities. That's not gonna question their leaders or authorities because they think that it's gonna bounce back at them at some point. So they're gonna be too chicken shit to actually fucking stand up and say, hey, this is fucked up and this is wrong. Like, dude, this is a fucking slam dunk for people. Like, the fucking Epstein files is a slam dunk, and there is still bickering and infighting coming on between these motherfuckers. Doesn't this fucking tell you that 90% of the people that are in the fucking, that like there's still infighting going on and there's fucking still excuses being made? Doesn't this tell anyone that these people are morally bankrupt and they should not be representative for anything, let alone the common man? Like, if it shut up. if it takes a minute for you to understand, if it takes some serious fucking like heart-to-heart conversations for a motherfucker to understand why pedophilia is bad, that motherfucker is gone morally. That motherfucker that motherfucker's morals are down the shithole, and there is no saving him. Toss him in the toilet, throw him in the wood chipper. They're fucking gone. Fuck them. Like they're morally bankrupt. Like at that point, because if I have to argue why it's not okay to fucking rape kids, you go to jail, straight to jail, straight to jail. I think this is kind of just what happens when you get too fucking rich and you have so much fucking money that you basically become disconnected from the people that you claim to represent. And it's basically what happened to the fucking clergy. It basically is what happened to the fucking clergy and the fucking people who are in like the church and shit. Like, don't even get me started on religion, but like, you know what? Fuck it. Let me take a detour right quick. This is more or less what happened to fucking religion. Once money got introduced with that old tithes and offerings shit, and people started giving up 90% of their paychecks in order to help out the church, quote unquote, help out the church, even though you don't get fucking taxes taken out of anything that you fucking do, which kind of stretches, which is kind of weird, seeing as though you don't get taxes taken out of anything that you're doing, but you still need all of these fucking tax exemptions. But that's besides the point. Like, you don't like literally most of the fucking people that are in most of the fucking high ranking officials that are in these fucking churches, they're not doing it for the sake of, oh, we want to give people guidance and we want to do this and we want to do that. 90% of it is just a fucking Ponzi scheme to fucking launder money at this point. Let's be fucking realistic with ourselves. I'm saying the quiet part out loud, goddammit. Literally 90% of religion is just so they can control people and fucking launder money, and it's based on a goddamn lie, because most of these people don't actually read the fucking book because they just want a fucking pretentious sense of fucking self-importance to where they can actually just judge people from a higher pillar and make it so that they can actually feel like a sense of superiority over other people while they just cast their noses down at other people. Because the amount of times that I've actually felt like religious judgment has always been in a church. It has been always from the people who claim that, oh, they're so righteous, they're so fucking Christian-like, they're so fucking close to God or whatever the hell. But the minute somebody disagrees with them politically, they are fucking throwing the most vitriolic, hateful, bigoted bullshit at people that you ever fucking heard. You would think that these niggas came from the Klan with the type of fucking offensive shit that they will spew. Like, and they don't understand that if Jesus was alive, he would spit in your fucking face. Like, if Jesus was alive and Jesus actually heard 90% of the people that actually claim that they represent him, or at the very least that they heard his message, he would spit in their fucking face, because they don't want to hear the fucking message of the actual Jesus based in what the Bible says of the motherfucker that was flipping over tables in the pulpit because they were selling shit in the fucking church, like he was whipping niggas' asses because they were doing shit that was downright crazy. Like he was hanging around with prostitutes and fucking thieves. Like, he was hanging around people that society looks down on nowadays, and people want to just ignore that part of the Bible and just be like, oh, fuck the gays. Like, what the hell, my guy? It's always the most morally bankrupt individuals that claim to have a higher fucking sense of morality than everybody else, when 9 times out of 10 they're the most fucking corrupted person that actually exists at that point in time, because 90% of their actions are dictated by who pays them the most money, which is not even something that's up for debate at this point. That's just basically been proven by 90% of the fucking legislation that actually has been put into place for most of the fucking United States. Because how the hell did the bill to lower insurance premiums how the hell did this government shutdown not have any fucking meaning whatsoever? Like, the Democrats literally just gave that shit up. They just gave it up because they didn't see that they were gaining any ground, and they saw that the fucking Republicans were willing to like let people suffer for no reason. And I'm just like, yo, how the fuck do people elect dumbass evil motherfuckers like this? And I genuinely believe that this is like, okay, this is going to sound fucking mean, and this is probably going to sound evil, and I'm probably going to lose a couple people by saying this, but this is genuinely something that we probably, like, this is a genuine conversation that we should probably talk. Fuck it. Not everybody should vote. Not everybody should have the ability to vote, because let's be realistic. There are a lot of stupid-ass bastards walking around this planet, because in the words of George Carlin, think of how stupid the average person is, and then realize that half of them are stupider than that. And I would like to add an addendum to that last bit by saying, shudder in horror when you realize that the half that's stupider has the same voting power that you do. For every billion person there is that actually reads through the fucking legislation that somebody wants to propose and reads through their fucking entire political agenda and makes an educated and informed decision based on the merits of their character, based on the merits of the policies that they want to introduce, there are 15 fucking retards that will willingly vote somebody in based on the fact that, this guy looks cool, this guy sounds cool, this guy sounds smart, this guy is a straight talker. You're a fucking retard and you should have your fucking voting privileges taken away. Why the hell are we even listening to this dumbass or allowing this motherfucker to have the same goddamn voting power as we do? Because this motherfucker's gonna get us sent back to the Stone Age because he votes on fucking vibes. Why does he have the same voting power as me? I know this sounds egotistical and pretentious, basically thinking that I'm the smartest person that ever existed. I know I'm smart enough to know that I'm not the smartest person on the fucking planet. And I'm not gonna try and be fucking in charge of crucial shit. I know that I'm not the smartest person on the fucking planet. I know that I'm not the smartest person in my fucking zip code. I know that I'm not the smartest person in my goddamn building, okay? Because I know that there's a lot of shit that I need to learn. I know that there's a lot of shit that I'm missing information on. But I am willing to look it up. I am willing to put the effort in and actually to fucking better my understanding of certain topics or different fucking social issues by actually doing the research. Actual retardation, actual stupidity comes in not based on, this is how this person was born, no. Don't even try to think that I'm talking about this from a standpoint of eugenics. No, I'm talking about willful ignorance, willful stupidity. There is nothing that irritates me more than willing stupidity, because we have the most fucking powerful technology at the tips of our fingers, where people are able to get access to new information at the drop of a fucking dime, but instead people are willing to get fucking tricked by AI videos and claim that they are the fucking pinnacle of intelligence when they say that, this person did this, not knowing that this was a fucking Onion article. And I'm just like, oh my fucking gosh. And when you try to give these people empirical evidence that, hey, what you're saying is a little misguided, can you read this and so we can actually so you can actually understand better what this person was talking about, they'll be like, man, I'm not reading all that. It's people like that makes me feel like maybe we should hit the nuke button. Maybe we should get this world a little bit of a reset, because if this person has just as much of a voting power that I do and they're willfully going to be ignorant and willfully stay stupid, maybe we're kind of meandering in this fucking cul-de-sac of capitalism and fucking greed and individual and like overabundance and like I would say self-detrimental individualism, due to the fact that we continuously give a voice to stupid people. We willingly give a voice to stupid people, and we mock, criticize, or even joke about the actual smart individuals. Because Neil deGrasse Tyson, let's take for example Neil deGrasse Tyson. He goes online and sometimes he says something sometimes he says things that are like, okay, this is the scientific data about this specific thing, and this is the evidence based on this thing, and this is why this thing would happen. Everybody will willingly boo him and tell him to shut the fuck up, not understanding that he's a fucking I'm trying to fucking remember what specific field of study he's actually specialized in. Astrophysicist, right? He's an astrophysicist, right? Let me Google that. Yes, Neil deGrasse Tyson is an astrophysicist, and I genuinely enjoy listening to him talk, because it's like, okay, yeah, he has literal evidence for how the universe works. He has understandings of different things that actually are the fundamental building blocks for the universe, and people will willingly tell this man to shut up, and I'm like, what the fuck, dude? But yeah, that's basically why I'm basically just entirely done with my faith in humanity as it currently stands, because there hasn't been any empirical evidence that will quantifiably show that we are done meandering in this fucking stupidity cul-de-sac as long as we're willing to give a voice to stupid people. But as we move on to the next topic of discussion that actually caught my attention in the headlines, I want to actually bring your attention to this one thing. There has actually been a leak of a bunch of emails that was actually being transmitted between Epstein and I would think his brother, if I'm not mistaken. And there has been an email exchange between Epstein and his brother that basically said that, hey, does Vladimir Putin still have the video of Donald Trump blowing Bubba? Now, it was originally speculated that Bubba was Bill Clinton because that was his nickname back in the 80s, I think, if I'm not mistaken. But I don't know where this theory came from, but I'm going to say it because I think it's fucking funny. But the running theory is that the name Bubba did not belong to Bill Clinton, but instead was the name of a horse who lived at a country club that Epstein, his brother, and Trump frequented a lot. And Epstein's brother came out on Twitter and officially announced that the name Bubba wasn't for Bill Clinton, but he didn't fucking clarify that it wasn't the horse. Enjoy your evening. Now, the next thing that I want to talk about is this fucking Steam machine, or as people so quaintly named it, the GameCube. Now, we've already talked about the fucking GameCube to the heat death of the universe, but I wanted to introduce some more information that actually gets me a little bit excited because there is a potential. I am drinking the hopium. I am drinking the fucking hopium that is being spewed from the fucking Steam community right now because fingers crossed this actually does happen. Steam has said they have a game that they want to announce. Now, we all think that it's going to be Deadlock, but we already all know about the game Deadlock because they was already talking about it and all that other stuff, right? Now, I doubt it. I'm drinking the hopium along with the rest of the Steam community, but there's a possibility that the Steam machine could be announced at the same time that Half-Life 3 gets announced. And if this fucking Steam machine launches alongside Half-Life 3, Steam is going to print so much fucking money. It is going to be ridiculous. Do you know how long we have waited for Half-Life 3? I don't understand why people want a Portal 3 because that makes no fucking sense to me whatsoever because Portal 2 officially fucking ended the damn, let me get into a fucking rant about this shit for real quick. I don't know why the fuck people would want a Portal 3 anyway because Portal 3 has definitively ended because Chell was kicked out of Aperture Science. The portal gun was fucking destroyed and left on the goddamn moon. The only way she could get another one is if she went back to Aperture Science to go grab another portal gun, and there is no chance in hell that GLaDOS is letting her come back down there to get another portal gun. Chell's portal gun is on the fucking moon. She has her companion cube, and she was just let out into the world. Actually, I think the only way that we would actually see Chell again is if there is actually a merging of the Half-Life universe and the Portal universe in Half-Life 3 that basically says, okay, Chell was released into the world, but this world, since it basically takes place, since Aperture Science is in the same universe as Black Mesa, Chell got released into the fucking Combine taken over world. And now she has to fucking figure out a way to get onto the moon to get the fucking portal gun back and then fucking come back into the fucking planet, come back onto the Earth in order to help out fucking Gordon Freeman. Ooh. Maybe there would be a plot line about how Gordon Freeman got sent to the moon and Chell basically got kidnapped by the fucking Combine and now she's being fucking held hostage in this area because she just appeared out of nowhere and the Combine doesn't have any fucking data on this woman because she's been in fucking Aperture Science for the past couple of fucking 100 years or some shit. We don't know how long she's been down there actually. I think it was 20 something years actually. Let me actually think about this real quick. I think she's actually been down there in Aperture Science for 20 plus years and she's been down there for so fucking long that the Combine don't actually have any information on her whatsoever. The Combine did not interact with Chell whatsoever because she's been down there for so fucking long. So the Combine would get fucking confused and see this woman that they never fucking have any kind of interaction with. So they would think that she's a part of the Resistance and actually a part of the same fucking group as Gordon Freeman. And when the world froze in the end of Half-Life 2 and at the end of Half-Life 2 episode 1 where fucking the G-Man comes up and he's basically frozen time and he's like, maybe we can fucking work something out or whatever the fuck. He basically takes him to the moon and grabs the fucking portal gun and then brings it to Chell. He actually is tasked with bringing the portal gun to Chell. So now you actually go through Half-Life 3 in the beginning with the fucking portal gun, and that would be so fucking cool. And the main mission is to get the fucking portal gun back to Chell because she's the only one that can use it because she's the only one with the long fall boots. And then you just basically swap between okay, I'm nerding out. I'm nerding the fuck out. Okay, so like the beginning of you swap between Chell and fucking Gordon Freeman and in their storylines, and you basically are just swapping between them, basically trying to get them to meet up in the middle of the game to where you're trying to take out the fucking big bad oh god, you're trying to basically like eradicate the fucking Combine and trying to get them out of get them off of the fucking planet. And then Chell is basically going around shit like basically the gameplay mechanics are swapped for Half-Life 3 in like the fucking core parts. So Chell's running around with a fucking pistol and she's shooting the fuck out of everybody. And then Gordon Freeman, he's fucking running around with the fucking portal gun and then just fucking sneaking around trying to make sure that he fucking tries to not get detected or anything like that because the Combine's already on to his ass. So he's trying to find out who knows more about this thing and where the hell did this come from, and maybe they can actually get some more technology based in this, or he's trying to get it to somebody that can actually study it so they can probably send the fucking Combine back to where they came from, because Black Mesa, in their fucking roundabout ass way of fucking with portal technology, actually got the Combine to come to Earth in the first fucking place and colonize it. So maybe the portal gun is actually the key to make sure that the Combine get banished back to their own goddamn realm and dimension. And fucking Chell is trying to find a way to get to the moon so she can get her fucking portal gun back so she can actually help out with the fucking resistance, because she got kidnapped and she doesn't fucking know anything about what's going on out in the outside world. But she's fucking smart enough to make sure that, okay, I'm smart enough to know, like Chell is basically like, okay, I'm smart enough to know that I'm not gonna let these fucking bastards take me. So I'm just gonna fucking sneak around and just start killing people that try to get in my way. Ooh, she could probably even meet up with Alex too. Ooh, that would be so fucking cool. But blah, 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 all this fucking nerdy gushing and all that other shit. Please, Valve, please, Gabe, you beautiful, magnificent bastard, please give us Half-Life 3 with the new Steam machine, because you will print so much goddamn money. You can tell fucking, you could basically tell Jeff Bezos to suck your dick at that point, because you would make so much goddamn money that you would have the legal right to do so. Whew. That was a lot of fucking yapping about a fucking game series that probably died a long time ago that most likely nobody gives a shit about anymore. But there's going to be those special few people that actually genuinely love the game Half-Life like I do. So, you know what? If there's a moment for anybody to nerd out in the comments down below, this is your Half-Life sanctuary. Fucking gush in the comments down below. Go fucking nuts. Go nuts. I want to hear every little fucking fan theory you got in that fucking cranium of yours. Go nuts in the comment section. Give me your entire fucking fan fiction of what you think you would like to see in Half-Life 3. Go fucking nuts, bro. But that wraps up the headlines, and now we're going into the Sauce's life portion of the podcast. So, what are some new things that I've actually gotten down to doing in my overall general life? Well, number one, what I got down to doing is I found a fucking therapist that actually takes my fucking insurance. Shocker. I've been feeling a little bit weird as of recently, and I needed a way to actually gather my thoughts in a way that's actually conducive in order to make me, that's more conducive to actually like bettering myself and actually getting some consistent levels of change going on in my life. So I actually went on a website where I can actually get referred to a fucking talk therapist and actually get some like actual consistently good advice, or at the very least talk to somebody that actually has a consistent method on managing my ADHD and better being able to communicate with the people around me so I don't actually offend them like I usually do. But I think that might be in part due to my autism, because I don't really communicate with people in a way that actually makes it so that they don't get offended by what I usually say. Because sometimes whenever I actually interpolate what I'm actually trying to say, or sometimes I have regular patterns in my speech that makes it seem like I'm being disrespectful when in reality I'm not. Like, for example, this one, I usually have this fucking vocal habit where I sometimes say the things that I'm thinking out loud, not in a disrespectful, oh, I'm judging you kind of way, but in a observatory auditory, okay, this is what's happening in front of me kind of way. And to set boundaries, I'm not going to specifically talk about what actually happened to where this actually was a glaring issue, but what I'll say is this has actually been shown to have more of a detrimental effect on most of the things that I actually do in my day-to-day life rather than being a benefit. So it's more conducive to me to actually understand better ways to communicate and better ways to actually get my point across to other people so that neurotypicals can actually understand what I'm talking about rather than immediately get offended at what I'm saying. Like, for example, if one of my friends is actually wearing something that I see and I've never seen somebody wear something like that before, I'm like, okay, that is an interesting shirt, or that is an interesting combination of clothing. I am not saying that as a fucking sub diss on the person. I'm saying that as an observational fucking statement where I can clearly say, okay, this is something that I clearly see. But whenever I'm talking, I don't really do that normally. I don't really like say that I'm doing that. People just assume that I'm making a judgment, which is disheartening, but you know, I gotta find better ways to communicate. So this is a neurotypicals run world, so I kind of gotta figure a way out to communicate with them in the best way that they know. You know, a black man has to code switch, and a black autistic man has to code switch. Next up is the fact that I actually got a better way to actually clean up and better keep my living space more organized and cleanly, because I've been having a really strong problem with keeping things neat and organized and tidy, seeing as though, like, whenever I cook something, which is often, I would mainly be like, I would mainly have to fucking clean up the fucking plates, clean up the dishes, clean up the fucking forks and spoons and knives, and 9 times out of 10, it would result in me either forgetting to do something specific, like, oh, I forgot to take out the fucking aluminum foil that I took out of the pan, and I kind of left it on the counter or something like that, and it would just basically cause irritation because now somebody tells me, hey, Nate, come and get this thing, and I'm just like, okay, fuck you now, because pathological demand avoidance is a bitch. Like, pathological demand avoidance is a bitch when it comes to, like, cleanliness, because if you ever have, like, okay, let me explain what pathological demand avoidance is. So there's this thing with people with ADHD brains where if you're told to do something, that makes you not want to do it, period. Not because you want to be defiant, or not because you don't respect authority or anything like that. Actually, let me on a side tangent, authority is fucking stupid. Like, that's number one. The only thing that I respect is if you're a respectable person. I don't give a fuck what your authority is. I could give a shit less if you're the fucking queen's daughter's uncle's nephew's niece. You could all suck my dick. I don't give a fuck who you are. You could easily just go fucking suck one and spit on it, bitch. Like, I don't give a shit who that person is. Just because they have some kind of fucking title that just means that they are a fucking higher person or something like that, fuck you. You bleed and shit the same colors that I do, bitch. I don't give a shit. We've all eaten beets before and thought that there was fucking blood in our shit, or we've all shit green before and thought that we were fucking dying when we were a kid. Like, just because you just got some stupid ass fancy title doesn't mean that you're any better than me. The fuck? Like, I'm only going to listen to you if you actually say something that's worth me listening to. Just because you have a title doesn't mean dick to me. Like, it's all like, I think that's genuinely why autistic people are really, really, like, not, like, a lot of autistic people are like, or at the very least a lot of, like, people with ADHD are, like, not really in the military as much as we would be useful in it, because we don't just blindly follow authority. We just go off of what makes the most sense. And if you say something that doesn't make any fucking sense, we're not gonna listen to you. Autistic people are basically the human versions of cats. But aside from that, what I'm mainly thinking about in the terms of pathological demand avoidance, if somebody tells me to do something, that's going to make me not want to do it. And if somebody says, hey, get this thing, fuck you. No. Now it's no. Now I'm just going to leave it there out of spite. Now I'm just going to not do it out of fucking spite, because now I want to regain my autonomy, and now you're the fucking Turing test for me regaining my autonomy. And now I'm just going to fucking ignore you because now you just irritated me. So, okay, now you just thought that you could just fucking command me around like I'm some kind of fucking puppet. So no, I'm not doing it specifically because you told me to. And that's kind of the thing that people don't understand about, like, autism or fucking ADHD with pathological demand avoidance. It's not like a really disrespectful thing. It's more like don't tell me what to do, because now that fucking interrupts my own autonomous system, and now it feels like I need to intentionally not do what you just said so I can regain my fucking autonomy, and I can feel like my own decisions are my my own. So basically, whenever I'm cleaning up or something like that, somebody will tell me to do something that I literally was planning on doing as soon as I would see it. Like if I saw, like I would see, I'm guaranteed to see it again because this is a fucking small confined space. So if I see it again, obviously I'm gonna fucking do it. So that person telling me, hey, do this thing, is not gonna make me do it any faster. It's just gonna make me pissed off, and it's gonna make me resent you, and it's gonna make me intentionally not do it out of spite. So in order to counteract that, what I basically did was I bought paper plates and paper spoons and I bought paper plates, paper bowls, fucking plastic spoons and forks. So anytime that I fucking eat, I can just throw the fucking things out immediately. Oh, that's bad for the environment. Humans are bad for the environment. If we want to fucking get the planet to fucking heal itself, we need to kill all humans. But we're not going to do that anytime soon. So fuck it. Might as well ride this shit till the wheels fall off. Besides, I got a fucking vasectomy. I don't got to fucking care about any of the shit that's going to be left behind. I don't have any kids to fucking leave this shit for. Fuck it. I know this is going to make me sound like a fucking egotistical asshole, but everybody that watches these videos knows that I'm fucking joking. Not about the plates thing. I'm actually doing that. The only thing that I'm not doing paper stuff with is like fucking cups. Those are the only thing that I'm willing to get reusable things for, because it's like I want to be able to take my coffee outside and fucking drink my coffee while I'm going to fucking physical therapy or some shit. So, you know what, might as well fucking have a reusable receptacle for that type of stuff, you know? But finally, we are in the last sections of the legendary yapping. And this segment is for the updates. So, number one, tomorrow's gameplay video is going to be schedule 1. So that's a bonus. Thing number 2, if I actually find a way to do it, I might genuinely consider live streaming myself riding through Prospect Park on the city bikes, on the like electrical city bikes, because that's been something that I've wanted to do for a long time now again. And it's a really fun thing that I like to do. So I might bring you guys along for that on a live stream on either TikTok or Instagram. But you know what? Time will tell. If you guys want to see something like that, please let me know in the comments down below. Number 3 is the subscriber milestone. On YouTube, over the past 28 days, we have amassed over 1,753 fucking subscribers, man. Thank you guys so much for that. It means the world to me. The channel's views have reached over 130,000, and the watch time hours have exceeded over 800. And I would like to take this time out to say thank you to every last one of you. With every video that you guys watch, we inch even closer to monetization, which means I inch even closer to getting the fuck out of this apartment complex. So I genuinely appreciate every last one of you. And if there's a motherfucker that's going to be like, oh, you're only interested in the money, man. No, it's just the fact that I'm not a fucking child, and I understand the fact that if I want to keep doing this, I'm going to need to be able to pay the fucking bills with it. And that's a milestone that I am actually looking forward to, because that is a milestone that fucking signifies when I'm able to fucking do this full time. The 100K play button is well within our reach, so the Legends lock-in period is still going strong. More shorts are being made, more gameplay videos are being conceptualized, and story times are actually being written. So if you like this content, please hit that subscribe button, and please hit that little notification bell so you can stay up to date on all the things that I do in the future. And for this video, I'm gonna issue you guys a challenge. Let's try to get at least 25 likes and 10 comments that says the word pineapple in it. Say the word pineapple in something that you fucking comment. You could even just put it at the end of a comment that you were originally gonna put. No, I'm not a fucking swinger. I just thought of a fucking fruit that sounded good. Fuck off. But I love every last one of you. And I love all of you guys for the support that you've shown me over the past couple of weeks. It's been amazing. And I just want to leave you guys with some words of encouragement and some audience homework, if you will. Number 1, write down a goal that you want to achieve by the end of this month. You don't even have to put it in the comment section. Just write it in a journal or write it in like a fucking notepad or something like that, and keep it for yourself. And by the end of this month, come back to it and see how far you've gotten on getting to that goal. Number 2, take a moment to take about 30 minutes for personal self-reflection. What are some things that you're trying to get better at, and what are some things that you want to better understand about yourself or the world? And I would genuinely encourage anyone that wants to be a part of the conversation and interact with me or even the community at large, I would genuinely consider joining the Discord server at sauceclan.com. That's sauceclan with 2 N's.com. It'll take you straight to the Discord server. But as always, I love every last one of you. And try to drink some water, get enough sleep, eat some breakfast, and as always, stay saucy, guys.